Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Calhoun High School welcomes you to the Hive for this evening's Region 7 championship game. The final matchup of the evening will feature your Calhoun Yellow Jackets and the visiting Heritage Generals. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the introduction of tonight's starting lineups. First.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Calhoun High School here at the Hive for tonight's Region 7 3A Basketball Boys Tournament Championship game. The number 1 seeded Calhoun Yellow Jackets and the number 2 seeded Heritage Generals. This is Scott Herbst bringing you the action here tonight. We get set for the top 2 teams. 73 win at Heritage back on January 27th. They also played again here at Calhoun just a couple weeks ago, February 10th. And Calhoun won that game 74-59. Heritage got here with a 68-59 win over Northwest Whitfield in the semifinals, while Calhoun had to hold off a second half rally from Lafayette before they finally pulled away 54-47. Calhoun had led by as many as 18 points in that game in the first half. Lafayette cut it down to just 2 with 2 minutes to go. And Calhoun was able to hit some free throws late and pull away. So the lights are out right now as Calhoun is doing their pre-game introductions. And we'll give you the starters here in just a second. Just had a heck of a girls' championship game with Heritage beating Ridgeland 42-29. That game was tied at 26 apiece. And Heritage went on a 16-3 run to end the ball game and claim the region title. And if the first 2 games between these 2 teams tonight were any indication, we could be in for another good game tonight. Here's your starters. First for Heritage, wearing red with navy numbers and white trim. Number 3, no selection. Blake Debity, a second team all-region selection, number 15. Cooper Bell, second team all-region selection, number 20. Eli Thacker, number 21, and then Caden Lowry, a first-team selection, number 55 for Heritage. For Calhoun, number 2, Jackson Moore, first Perkins, a first-team member. Number 5, Trace Hawkins, who's got the ball right here, the region player of the year, and he starts off with a 3-pointer. Blake Hammett, number 13, and Parks Layson, number 42, rounds out the lineup for the Yellow Jackets. Here's Awatola now, over to Bell, picked up by Hawkins. Down low, Stacker driving in, can't get the fall. Layson with the rebound. Calhoun state rank coming into this game. And here's Hammett with a 3-pointer. That was going to go off the back of the rim. Rebound Bell. Awatola picks it up, picked up by Perkins. Now he's going to go baseline to Thacker, puts it up and in. Game just about a minute in here at the Region 7 AAA championship game. Hawkins gets it to go. And I think they're going to call a foul on Blake Debity. He's not very happy about it. But that's who the foul's going to go again. So here's Hawkins going to the free throw line. We mentioned he's the 7 AAA Boys Player of the Year. He's also a highly sought after quarterback prospect, only a sophomore, but already with some Division I offers. Free throw is good, and it's a 6-2 ball game. .62 Jackets. Here's Lowry. Over to Cooper Bell. Lowry fakes a 3. Jackson Moore got caught stepping in, and I think he took the worst of that one. Lowry put on a fake, and I think it might have knocked the wind out of Moore just for a second there. Blake Debity now picked up by Parks Layson. Over to Thacker. Back up top to Bell. He'll launch a long three-pointer top of the key. Back iron, no good. Rebound picked up by Hammett. Here's Jackson Moore the other way. Caught the screen by Hammett. Tries to go backwards, stolen away. Lowry now dribbling up, 2-on-1. Pulls up, 14-foot jumper, no good. Rebound, Moore. Outlet quickly to Hawkins. Hawkins is going to get underneath Debity. Count the basket in the foul. And that's going to be 2 fouls already on Blake Debity, the Heritage center, and quickly Landon Summers is going to come in to replace him. That is not what the Generals wanted to see right now. They're on the bench with 2 fouls, and we haven't even played 2 minutes yet. So here's Hawkins now looking for his second three-point play of the game already. He's got it. 9 points already for Hawkins. And the Jackets lead 9-2. Lowry over to Awatula. Up top to Summers. He's picked up by Hammett. More on Lowry. Now here's Bell. Bell's going to fake, get Hawkins there. Over to Summers. Nice defense by Hammett. 7 on the shot clock. Awatula is going to spin. Now he's going to drive the baseline. Knocked away by Hawkins. Stolen away by Perkins. Jaden Perkins, another first-team all-region selection for the Jackets. Cuts it across to a trailing Moore. He's going to put up a turnaround 15-footer. Good. And Coach David Stoker has seen all he wants to see. He's going to call a timeout. It's on fire here in the first quarter. 2:30 into this ball game, already with an 11-2 league. Hometown crowd here supporting the Yellow Jackets tonight. Both of these teams already assured of going to the state playoffs. The winner is going to be a top 8 seed and definitely get 1 home game and possibly 2 if they win the first. You figure even if they were to lose, Calhoun is probably high enough in the power rankings to possibly get a home playoff game. Heritage, if they lose, could be a little iffy. I think they were around 12th or 13th in the power rankings going into this game. They could drop depending on what happens in other region tournaments around the state. So we'll see if Heritage is going to be home for the first round or on the road for the first round. Those state playoff games will be starting next Wednesday. Here's Lowry, drives, goes up against 3 players, and he's going to get foul called against Parks Layson. That's going to be his first. Layson, the son of head coach Vince Layson, who was a heck of a player here at Calhoun High School himself, now the region coach of the year. So Caden Lowry will go to the free throw line looking for his 2 points of the night. First team all-region player, eyes the first free throw, puts it up and in. Lowry has been one of their top scorers all season long. And he's going to need a big game tonight if the Generals are going to be able to win this one. Second shot up and good. 2 points for Lowry, and it's 11-4. Here's Moore. Knocked away by Awatula, and it's going to go off a Heritage player. So Jackets are going to get it back. Checking in the ball game, number 1, Bo Kelly. He'll replace Layson. So Jackson Moore to inbound on the side. Actually, check that. Kelly is going to inbound it. He'll throw over to Jaden Perkins, picked up by Landon Summers. Back to Kelly. Over in the corner. Here's Trace Hawkins. Shot no good. First shot he's missed tonight. Summers with the rebound. Now here's Awatula up to Lowry. Getting harassed by Kelly, especially right here in front of the student section. Awatula now. Over to Lowry. Lowry's going to launch a long three-pointer, no good. Hawkins tracks on the rebound. Heritage Kelly gets the rebound. Over to Moore. And he's going to be Nope, they're going to call an offensive foul. Wasn't sure if they saw it for a second. But offensive foul on Blake Hammett. That's his first. Second on Calhoun. 11-4, Jackets lead, 4:13 left, first quarter. Long inbound pass to Summers. Heritage lucky not to turn that one over. Here's Awatula now, picked up by Hawkins. Over in the corner, Bell puts up 14-foot jumper, no good. Tipped around, grabbed by Hammett. Hammett's going to dribble out. He's going to throw it up. Hawkins is going to see it. Nice pass down low to Kelly. Gets fake up and in. Some nice ball movement there by the Yellow Jackets. Results in a layup for Kelly. It's 13-4. Here's Bell now. Gets Hawkins there, goes by and puts it up and in. Nice move there by Cooper Bell. His first 2 points. 13-6. Shot by Perkins, no good. Bell the rebound. One-on-one, Lowry up against Kelly, and he's going to... Kelly was not going to let him get a decent look at that basket. So that's going to be the first foul on Kelly. And Caden Lowry's going to go to the line, looking for his third and fourth points of the game so far. He's got two, both at the free throw line a few minutes ago. His team trailing 13-6. 3:22 left, first quarter. First shot up and in. Cade Shropshire in. Number 24, Trey Perkins also in. Perkins wearing the white headband tonight. Second shot by Lowry is good. 4 points. Caden Lowry, and it's a 13-8 game. Heritage trying to hang around after being down 11 too early. Here's Hawkins. Driving. Kicks it out. Kelly, left-handed for three. Off the rim, no good. Tapped up, no good. Lowry pulls it down for Heritage. He's going to get bumped by Perkins. He stays. Now he's going to get bumped by Kelly, and now they are going to call the foul. I guess the first bump wasn't hard enough. The second one was. So Kelly with two quick fouls. He's going to come out of the ball game. Jackson Moore set to check in after Lowry goes to the free throw line. Lowry eyes his mark, gets the shooter's roll. 5 points for Lowry. Jackson Moore, as we said, checking in for Kelly. Now here's Lowry, a couple deep breaths. Puts it up, good. 13-10, Heritage. Trailing by 9, now only down by 3, with just under 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Doing all this with Blake Debity, already with 2 fouls. Debity is back in the game. That ball's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Heritage basketball, so a chance to cut into the lead further or possibly even tie it up. Debity's going to have to play with some caution here. He's already got 2 fouls. Definitely cannot afford a third one this early in the game. They are going to need him big time later in this game. Here's Caden Hyde in the game. Number 1, back over to Summers, back to Height. Over to Bell. Bell's now going to drive baseline, guarded by Perkins. He puts it up, but he's going to draw the foul. The foul's going to be on number 4, Jaden Perkins. That's his first foul. Also wearing the white headband tonight. 2:20 to go. Chance to cut into the lead. First one drops. 13-11. Bell can make it a 1-point game with a shot here. And he cannot. Ball rattles around. Off the rim, no good. Shropshire with the rebound. 2:15 to go. Championship game. Here's Hawkins. Kicks it over in the corner to Jackson Moore. Puts up a long shot, no good. Bell's going to track down the rebound, and he's fouled. Let's see what they called the foul on. It looks like it was on Trace Hawkins, and it was. So first foul on Hawkins. Calhoun already with 5 fouls, so Heritage will be in the bonus the rest of the quarter. Second shot by Bell, up and in. 4 points for Bell. It's a 13-12 Calhoun lead with 2 minutes to go. Hawkins over to Shropshire. Up top to Clavino. Back to Shropshire. Now Trey Perkins will get it at the top of the key. He'll swing it over to Jackson Moore. Trey Perkins sets a pick. Deep in the corner for Shropshire. Now he'll drive baseline, goes up. Tough one-handed shot, no good. Battle for the rebound. Deputy pulls it down. Here's Height now. Over to Lowry in the corner. He'll send it across court to Cooper. Cooper's going to drive. Baseline blocked by Hawkins. A nice defensive play to tap it back out to Shropshire. Excellent play by the Region Player of the Year. Here's Hawkins. Drives against Bell. Bell gets back. 18-foot jumper for Hawkins. No good. Rebound Deputy. Over to Lowry. 2-on-2. Lowry's going to drive. Put it all the way. Reverse layup. Good. Great move. Great basket by Lowry. And all of a sudden, Heritage on a 12-2 run is taken in and out. How did that shot not go down? Shropshire should have had a three-pointer on that play. I don't know how that ball stayed out of the basket. And it looks like they called a foul on Cooper Bell right there. So Hammett and Layson check back in for the Jackets. Hammett will take it inbounds under the Heritage basket. Hawkins now 40 seconds left in the quarter. It looks like they're just going to run some time off this clock, 15 to shoot. Hawkins now. Moore looking inside. Now he'll drive the baseline high off the glass, gets it to roll. Jackson Moore with 4 points. Calhoun up 15-14 as Awatilla takes it across the timeline. 15 seconds left to go in the quarter. Guarded by Case Shropshire. 10 seconds. Awatilla getting ready to run the offense. Gets a foul. Gets a screen off from Thacker. And the Heritage Generals down 11-2 early on. Lead. To grab a 2-point lead. Action getting involved, and all of a sudden, the Heritage Generals show some life, and we have got us a championship. The number 2 seeded Generals leading the top seeded Jackets 17-15. Foul situation, Bo Kelly with 2 fouls for Calhoun. Jaden Perkins, Trace Hawkins, Blake Hammond, and Parks Layson with 1 each for the Jackets. Heritage only 3 fouls called against them in the first quarter, 2 against Blake Deputy, 1 against Cooper Bell. 2 against Blake Deputy, 1 against Cooper Bell. Awatilla, Lowry, Summers, Thacker, Height back in the game for Heritage. Here's Awatilla. Over in the corner, Height gets around Hawkins. Stutter step, but they're going to call him for a travel. Got his defender in the air, did everything he wanted, but a shuffle of the feet. And it's a turnover going the other way. Here's Layson over to Hammett. Back up top to Hawkins in the corner. Jackson Moore puts up a 3 off the rim, no good. Thacker pulls it down. Almost knocked out his teammate to get it. Here's Summers now, trailing on the blade. Gets basket for a 3-pointer, no good. Long rebound at the Moore. So both teams misfiring on their first shots of the quarter. 7:16 left in the second quarter. Here's Blake Hammett. Guarded by Thacker up top to Layson. Over to Hawkins. He gets a step, goes inside, and he's going to draw contact, and looks like he'll go to the line. Looks like the foul is going to be against Eli Thacker. That's his first. Trace Hawkins go to the free throw line. Already with 9 points. Make it 10. Region Player of the Year, Trace Hawkins, with a chance to tie up this game with 7:07 to go in the third quarter. Puts it up and good. 17-17. We are tied. Noah Awatula, the big three-pointer. Awatula has 6 points tonight. Now here's a shot by Hammett. Long, nice rebound by Moore. He puts it up and in. So Jackson Moore's got 6 points. And the Heritage lead down to 1. Height now over to Deputy, almost stolen away by Moore. Now here's Lowry. 15-foot jumper, no good. Tapped around, no good. Pulled down by Jaden Perkins. Perkins, stutter steps, gets by the defender, takes it all the way in. Nice drive to the basket. The All-Region first-team player makes it 21-20. Jackets lead. 5:47 left to go, second quarter. Here's Lowry, step back, three-pointer, good. Caden Lowry starting to get hot from the field. The Jackets down 2 with the ball. 5:36 to go, second quarter. Heritage not backing down in this one at all, and there's going to be a foul. That's going to be on number 1 as Cooper Bell's getting ready to check back in for the Generals to replace Height. And Trey Perkins coming in the game to replace Lacey. So Calhoun to inbound, trailing by 2. Jackson Moore, and he just basically plowed over Awatola, and the referee saw that one. So offensive foul on Trace Hawkins. Now he'll go to the bench with 2 fouls. Case Shropshire into the game. And so the Region Player of the Year now has 2 fouls sitting on the bench with over 5 minutes to go in the half. We'll see if Heritage can take advantage of this. Thacker looking down low. Deputy battling Perkins in the paint. They swing it around. Back up top. Thacker at the free throw line. Cut off by Hammett. Now here's Awatula. Goes baseline. Puts it up. Gets the work. Ball set there on the rim for a second, but he got it to fall. Awatula with 8 points. Coming back the other way real quick, Craig Shropshire with 2. And the Jackets cut it down to a 2-point Heritage lead, 25-23, 4:40 left. And all of a sudden, Deputy's limping, like he might have. And now we're going. Calhoun fans ecstatic, Heritage people not happy. Is going to check in for Deputy. Looks like he might have rolled his ankle. He was standing probably about 30 feet from the basket, doubled over in pain. Deputy with 2 fouls. Now he's having to sit for an ankle injury, and we'll see if he comes back in the game the rest of the half. Here's Shropshire, guarded by Awatula. Shropshire gets a step, kicks over. Perkins back up to Shropshire from 15 feet, no good. Rebound, scrap for by Hammett. Blocked away by Thacker. Here's Awatula. Awatula bringing it up, doesn't have the numbers. He's going to get away with a push off there. Summers for 3, no good. Thacker with a big rebound, puts it up and in. Nice work underneath by Eli Thacker. And the Heritage lead is 27-23. 3:50. Now Summers steals it away. Summers all alone, lays it up in. The Generals and their fans are on their feet. Calhoun wants a 30-second timeout. Heritage with its biggest lead of the game, 29-23, 3:42 left here in the first half. course, these two teams played in the regular season twice. Calhoun took the first game 77-73 at Heritage back on January 27th. They met again back here at Calhoun just about a little more than a week ago, February 10th, and Calhoun pulled away late for a 74-59 win. So these two teams know each other quite well. They've had two good battles so far this season, and the third game's shaping up to be just as good. Hawkins back in the game. He's going to get double teamed. And now stolen away by Lowry. He's going to lay it up and in. Hayden Lowry having a huge first half of the Germans. Now here's Blake Hammett in the corner. He's going to drive baseline. Scoop shot, if remember, is good. Blake Hammett with the basket. Heritage 31. Calhoun 25, 3:10 to go. Summers picked up by Shropshire. Down load. Lowry's going to back in and gets more. Gets him off his feet, lays it up. Can't get the fall. Ball's going to be knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with Heritage. Lowry with 12 points already for Heritage. Parks Layson is going to come in the game for Calhoun, number 42, replacing Trey Perkins. Nice pass by Awatula, but Thacker has it blocked by Layson. Now knocked away from Shropshire. Here's Blake Hammett driving, running 12-footer, no good. Rebound Bell. Bell over to Awatula. Picked up by Hawkins. Now Awatula's going to drive baseline, goes up, gets it in. Great body control by Awatula to get that basket to fall. It's 33-25. Heritage now up by 8, their biggest lead of the game with 2:30 left in the half. Looking in the corner for Hammett. Picked up by Summers. He's going to draw a foul. Got him with the body as he stepped down to the baseline. So that'll be the first foul on Summers. Caden Hike checking back in. Now the Perkins brothers back in. Jaden, number 4, number 24, Trey. Both in the white headbands. Layson trying to come underneath. They can't find him. Jaden Perkins running floater, no good. He gets his own rebound, puts it back up. Nice roll. He gets the basket to fall. 4 points for Jaden Perkins. And it's 33-27 Heritage. Kicking down to 2 minutes left in the first half. Heritage down 9. Is now led by as many as 8 here in the second half. Looking to add to their lead late. Here's Summers. Back up top to Awatula. Awatula with 10 points already in the game. Gets a screen from Thacker. In and out, no good. Thacker is going to come with the rebound. Here's Awatula going up between 3 players. It's swatted away by Layson. Emphatic block in the student section. Love what they see with that one. Awatula with no fear driving in between 3, but it didn't work out for him on that one. Now Beckham Dyer is in the game for Heritage. High to inbound it. Long pass out to Cooper Bell. Guarded tightly by Richard Clavino. He gets around Clavino. Now he's going to drive baseline. He's going to draw a foul by Jaden Perkins. That's going to be Perkins. We'll see what they called the foul on. The foul should have been on him. Okay, it was on Perkins. Looks like the referee was holding 5 fingers up on him. Didn't think it was on Hawkins. I'm sure Heritage wouldn't complain about that. First shot by Bell was good. 34-27, 129. And Blake Hammett checking back in for the Jackets, number 13. Bell, second shot, good. 6 points for Bell. And it's a 35-27 Heritage lead. Moore cut off, guarded by Lowry. Now spins, kicks it over to Jaden Perkins. Perkins, baseline, 8-footer, rolls around, no good. Layson with the rebound. He's going to put it back up, no good. Hammett with the rebound. It's going to be blocked by Thacker, but they're going to call a foul. Foul's actually going to Cooper Bell. So Blake Hammett will go. His first 2 free throw attempts of the game. With 1:07 to go, and his team trailing by 8. First shot, no good. Looks like Debity is going to check back into the ball game. He left a little bit earlier. What appeared to be an ankle. Looked like he rolled it. But he's going to be back in the game. Hammett eyeing the second free throw. Puts it up and in. So 3 points for Hammett. And now Case Shropshire is going to come back into the game, replacing Jaden Perkins. 1:07 to go. Heritage 35, Calhoun 28. Awatula and Lowry passing it back and forth. And looked like he got fouled by Covino, but they didn't call it. Here's Awatula again. Top of the key, swings over to the corner. Dyer drives, puts up, 6-footer baseline, no good. Debity with the rebound, little jump hook, no good. And Case Shropshire with the rebound, but we're going to call a foul on Dyer. Dyer with the reach around foul. And they are in the bonus, so Case Shropshire will go to the free throw line for his first 2 attempts of the game. 45.4 seconds left here in the first half. First shot no good off the back iron. He'll have one more. Now got 3 substitutions coming in the game now for Heritage. Number 1, Caden Height. Number 5, Landon Summers. Number 21, Eli Thacker. Shropshire. Second shot. Also no good. Rebound Summers. So Calhoun unable to take advantage. Now here's Summers. Long pass. Not high enough to get it away from the 6'4" Parks Layson. Here's Blake Hammett. Hammett's going to kick over the corner. Covino for 3. Too long, no good. Layson up and in. First 2 points for Parks Layson. It's 35-30. Now, Thacker lost it. Looked like it was going to go off a Calhoun player, but then Thacker hit his hand again before it went out of bounds. And possession is going to go to the Jackets. 17 seconds to go, trailing by 5. Here's Hawkins picking it up. Let's see if they'll play for one shot or if they'll go straight to the basket. Over to Moore. Moore swings it in the corner. Perkins for 3, no good. And Summers is going to get the rebound, and he just took a little bit of a clothesline there from Blake Hammett. So second foul on Hammett. Layson's going to come in to replace Hawkins, make sure Hawkins doesn't pick up a cheap third foul with 4.5 seconds left. So Heritage is going to have to go the length of the floor with 4.5 seconds to go. Here's Height. Height's going to launch from midcourt. Rushed it a little bit. He probably could have dribbled a couple more times. And now there's 0.6 of a second to go, and Calhoun will have a chance for maybe a desperation shot or a long pass up court. I think Height just lost sight of the clock there for a second. Now they're putting extra time of 1.2 back on the clock. So let's see what happens here. Moore, long pass to Hammett. Hammett's going to fire from about 60 feet, but it's going to be no good. And the Heritage Generals, down 9 early in this game, are going to take a 35-30 lead into the locker room. Heritage came all the way back from an 11-2 deficit to take a 17-15 lead going into the second quarter. And they win the quarter 18-15. And the Generals an upset here in the region championship game. So we're going to take a short timeout. AAA Boys Tournament Championship game live from the Hive at Calhoun High School.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we will direct your attention to center court. We're going to have some special recognitions. Good evening, Calhoun High School, our guests here. Our athletic director, Franco Perkins, the executive director of athletic programs, Hal Lamb, and our principal, Dr. Allison Eubanks, along with our volleyball coaching staff, would like to take this opportunity to recognize some of the most outstanding varsity volleyball players of all. These ladies have earned a place in our trophy case, our volleyball trophy case here in the gymnasium, as all-time season stat record holders. When I call your name, please step up to the court to be recognized. From the graduating class of 2020-21, Miss Anna Hoblitzel. Anna holds the setting assist record with a career total of 1,719 assists. Miss Anna Hoblitzel. From the graduating class of 2020-21, Miss Ashlyn Brzezowski Garland. Ashlyn holds the serving ace record with a career total of 3. American Volleyball Coaches Association All-American as a high school volleyball player. Congratulations to these ladies from Coach Quinn, and our volleyball program. Let's give these ladies and our volleyball program. Let's give these ladies one more round of applause. And ladies and gentlemen, at this time we would like to take a moment to recognize a very special coach. Coach Jennifer Quinn's tenure at Calhoun High School has been defined by historic success and a standard of excellence that elevated the Lady Jackets program to new heights. Under her leadership, the Lady Jackets captured back-to-back region championships in 2024-25, earned the state championships in 2024-25, earned the state runner-up finish in the volleyball program. Please join us in thanking and congratulating Coach Jennifer Quinn for her remarkable achievements one more time. Thank you, Coach Quinn.
Okay, we're getting back ready to start the second half. We're not sure exactly what the video quality is at this point. The connection here is frankly not good, and it's gotten worse the more people that are here that are also probably on their phones trying to use whatever Wi-Fi they can get. We are doing our best. We apologize about the poor video quality. We are recording this, so we'll be able to post it in its entirety and full speed like we're supposed to, but at least we will have audio if nothing else. We start the second half with Calhoun trailing 35-30. And that ball's going to be knocked out of bounds. Calhoun's going to get it back. Region 7 AAA Boys Championship game. Scott Herbst here with Scenic City Sports. Here's a shot by Trace Hawkins, is good. Hawkins kind of starting the second half like he started the first half. He had 9 points to start the first half of this game. Calhoun led 11-2, but Heritage came all the way back to take as much as an 8-point lead. They trail, they win by 2 right now, and now Hawkins blocks out with 2. Here's Jackson Moore. Trying to get out in front of Parks Layson a little too much on the pass. And Heritage now nursing a 2-point lead just 45 seconds into the third quarter. Lowry and Bell going back and forth. Now they get across the timeline. Lowry picked up by Perkins over to Awatula. Now he's going to throw it down low to Debbie. Debbie looks like he got poked in the eye. And that's going to go off the stanchion. Blake Debity he's had a game to remember, and it's probably not one he's going to want to remember. 2 fouls early on. Then he twisted his ankle in the second quarter, and now he just got poked in the eye. Nothing called. But he's still out there battling. Lowry now picking up Trace Hawkins. Hawkins, the region player of the year. Lowry, a first-team pick. Now Hawkins gets around him, kicks it over. Jaden Perkins thinks about it. Three-pointer twice. And Heritage knocks it out of bounds. 6:27 left, third quarter. Calhoun trailing 35-33 here at the Hive. Winner of this game is going to win the region title. Jaden Perkins for 3. And from an 8-point deficit, Calhoun has fought back. Now they retake a 36-35 lead. Their first lead since the first quarter. Lowry step back three-pointer, no good. Bell with the rebound over to Awatula. He's double teamed. Now Bell's going to look at a 3, get picked up by Hammett. Now Lowry's going to launch a 3. He hits. Caden Lowry with a three-pointer. And the Generals regain the lead 38-36. Here's Hawkins driving baseline. Up, no good. And a foul's going to be called. We'll see who it's against. It looks like it's going to be on Lowry. That's his second foul.
Heritage foul number 55, Caden Lowry. Shooting for foul number 5, Trace Hawkins.
So Trace Hawkins will go to the free throw line. Already with 11 points, make it 14 points tonight. Now make it 15. First free throw up and good. And it's like Heritage is going to call a 30-second timeout. They'll give Hawkins a couple extra seconds to think about it. If you just join us, we're hoping you're at least able to hear it. Like I said, we apologize for the poor video quality if it's coming through at all at this point. We have tried everything we can to kind of boost the signal and get it to upload, but having some difficulty here tonight. Not a good connection down here at Calhoun. And we are unable to get on their Wi-Fi, so we're having to use outside sources to try to get online at all. but at least we do have some audio, if nothing else. So we appreciate your patience. We are recording this, and we'll be able to upload it to our YouTube page after the game in its entirety. Hawkins, second free throw in and out, no good. Heritage still leads by 1. 5:42 left to go, third quarter. Here's Debity, top of the key, picked up by Hammett. Looking down low for Lowry. Ducks in, knocked out of, saved on the baseline. Thought Layson knocked it out of bounds, but Hawkins saved it. Now he's going to kick it over. Jaden Perkins on the wing, no good. Debity with the rebound. Long pass, but stolen away by Jackson Moore, midcourt. Jackson over to Trace Hawkins for 3, no good. And we got a foul down low. I think they're going to call an Awatula. And that's exactly who the foul is on. So now Awatula picking up Hawkins, goes around the back, now kicks it over to Hammett. Hammett, stutter steps, free throw line, 14-footer off the glass, no good. Morse urges around the rebound, comes away with it. Now he's going to drive back, dishes off down low to Hammett, but knocked away by Bell. And now Debity picks it up. Now he's going to almost throw it out of bounds. Great play by Lowry to save it. So Heritage able to maintain possession. 1 point lead, 4:30 to go. Thacker looking for Debity, can't find him. Now he's going to dribble back out. Lowry, top of the key. Now he'll drive past Moore, but knocked away, and it's going to go off Lowry's knee is the call. Lowry pleading his case. Moore screaming for a technical. I don't think they're going to call that. They ruled that the ball went off Lowry's knee before it went out of bounds. Lowry, not too sure. Here's Moore. Off the screen, over to Perkins. Jaden Perkins now. Drives, lane, scoop up and under, good. Nice move by Jaden Perkins. He's got 9 points. And Calhoun has regained a 1 point lead. Third lead change of the quarter. 4:10 to go here in the third. Region championship on the line. Here's Cooper Bell. Bell's going to draw contact with 2 players. And they're going to call foul on the floor. And that's going to be on Bo Kelly. That's his 3rd foul. So number 1, Bo Kelly for the Jackets, and he'll quickly come out of the ball game. Actually, check that. Parks Layson's going to come out of the game. Trey Perkins is going to enter the game, and Kelly's going to stay on the floor with 3. Heritage now over to Thacker, back to Awatula. He's going to launch a quick 3. Gets it to fall. Drew contact. No foul call. That probably should have been a 3-point play, but as it is, it's a 3-pointer for Heritage, who regain a 41-39 lead. Now here's Perkins, guarded by Lowry, almost stolen away. Hawkins gets it back, over to Perkins. Perkins dribbling, almost stolen away again. Looking for Hawkins, and now Coach Vince Layson's going to call a timeout. Excellent job by the coach to realize his team was in big trouble right there. And he was able to bail them out with that timeout call. .334 left third quarter. Heritage with a 41-39 lead in a game that's really gone back and forth. Heritage trailed 11-2 early in the first quarter, came back to take a 17-15 lead at the end of the first quarter, led 35-30 at halftime, stretched it out to as much as an 8-point lead, but Calhoun has come storming back. Lead's changed hands 3 times already here in the third quarter, and Heritage is up by 2. Here's Kelly now. Over to Daxon Moore. Moore, 2 on the shot clock, about to expire. Now double team. And Hawkins is going to call a foul. Foul called on Hawkins, and he's not the least bit happy about it. Things getting a little chippy over in front of the Heritage bench. Well, wait a minute, who do we call the foul on? They still have not announced who the foul was on. It looked to be on Hawkins, but not too sure at the moment. Anyway, Heritage ball. Here's Cooper Bell, top of the key. Thacker sets a screen. Sets another screen. Bell, three-pointer. Rails around, no good. Shropshire pulls down the rebound. And now, Shropshire's call for carrying the basketball. So a turnover gives it back to Heritage, who trails by a point. 2:44 left in the third. We've had 4 lead changes so far here in the third quarter. Here's Bell in the corner. Not sure what happened there. All of a sudden, about 4 players just stopped. Play continued. Now here's Perkins with a three-pointer, and they're going to call Trey Perkins, number 24, came in late. Got Summers with the body, crashing the board. Substitutions in the game. Number 2, Jackson Moore for Calhoun. Number 15, Blake Debity in for Heritage. Still not sure what happened down here on the baseline near the corner. There were 2 players for both teams that just all of a sudden stopped, thinking they were going to call a foul or something, and nothing was called. Here's Awatilla now, picked up by Jaden Perkins. Heritage fans wanted a foul call that wasn't called. Refs letting them play a little bit here in the game. Here's Debity, and now they're fighting. The Heritage fans seem pretty happy about that. Some of the Calhoun fans actually applauding Coach David Stoker for Heritage for what they think was a call that they kind of talked the referee into. Now Coach Layson for Calhoun wants an explanation. Anyway, it'll be Heritage basketball. Bell up top to Lowry. Debity trying to post up against Layson. Layson's doing his best to keep him out of the lane. Now Lowry's going to kick it back out. Dangerous pass, but Awatilla's been able to get it over to Debity. Let's see if he'll launch a three. No, up and under. Now he's going to drive. The baseline goes up and makes it. Great move by Blake Debity. Finally gets on the board. Great up and under move to get Layson off his feet. He drives, puts it off the glass, and now Blake Debity will go to the line looking for a three-point play as the 5th lead change of the game puts Heritage back in front, 43-42. Free throw by Debity is good. So 2, Heritage, 1:49 left to go, third quarter. Calhoun brings it across. Here's Hawkins, picked up by Debity and Bell, top of the key. Hawkins drives, off balance, 12-foot runner, no good. Debity with the rebound. Awatilla now, over to Lowry. Lowry picked up by Moore, little stutter step. And we've got a foul under the basket, and it's going to go against Bell, I think. Yeah, it will go against Bell. That's Bell's 3rd foul. 1:24 left in the third. Heritage clinging to a 44-42 lead. As Caden Height checks back in to replace Bell. Calhoun now. Hawkins come off a double screen. Kicks it back up top to Moore. Down low looking for Layson. Now he's double teamed down on the baseline. And they're going to call a foul on the floor. I think that one's going to be on Awatula. So that's Awatula's second foul. 1:07 to go in the quarter. Shropshire, 30 feet from the basket. Goes over to Hawkins, picked up by Height. Hammett screens off Height. Back down low to Hammett. Gets Debity off his feet, up and under. Shot is good. Nice move by Hammett. They're in the lane, and we are all tied up at 44 with 40 seconds left in the third quarter. This has been a heavyweight fight from the word go, and we are getting close to the later rounds. Lowry now, 12 seconds on the clock. He's going to drive. Reverse layup, no good. Hawkins with the rebound. Nice move by Lowry to even get to the basket. Can't get it to fall. Now here's Hammett. Over to Hawkins, 9 seconds. Hawkins drives. Stumbled. Are they going to call a travel or are they going to call a foul? Looks like they're going to call a foul on the floor. Foul's on number 1, Caden Height. That's his second foul. Hawkins looked like he took a couple steps, but they were going to say he was bumped, which is why he took the extra step. So Hawkins will go to the free throw line with a chance to put his team back in front with 4.2 seconds left in the quarter, and he does. 45-44. Calhoun by 1. Hawkins now. Eyeing his target. Second shot up and good. Richard Clovino checks back in the game for Calhoun. Hawkins with 17 points so far tonight. Five lead changes. Here's Lowry. He's going to launch a long shot. Looked like it was on target, but came up a little bit short. 8 minutes remain in the Region 7 AAA Basketball Tournament Championship game. The Calhoun Yellow Jackets lead the Heritage Generals 46-44. So both teams played 2 close quarters to start with. Calhoun, 16 points here in the third, holding Heritage to just 9. And they'll be nursing a 2-point lead as we get ready to start the fourth quarter here in just a few minutes. So 5 lead changes and 1 tie here in the third quarter. And we're going to anticipate another great quarter here as these two teams are slugging it out, trying to win a region title and make sure they earn at least 2 home games in the first round of the playoffs. Like we said, if you're joining us, we hope the video quality is coming through. The connections here are extremely bad. And it's gotten worse with many people is in the gym right now, but we are doing the best we can to at least give you as much video and as much audio as we possibly can. So here we go, fourth quarter underway. Noah Awatula dribbling up. Jaden Perkins picks him up on defense. Awatula picks up his dribble. Now he's in trouble. Gets it over to Debity. Debity back over to Awatula. Swings it back over to Lowry. Lowry now drive, dishes off. Debity lays it up and in. Great look by Lowry. Nice finish by Debity. And Heritage has tied it up 46 apiece. 7:27 to go in the ballgame. Here's Hawkins. Up top, top of the key. Perkins, no good. Rebound Awatula. Gets it over to Lowry. Lowry bring it across. Lowry, the drive, spins, duck up under. They're going to call him for a travel. Nice move, but one too many steps, and the Jackets will get it back on the turnover. Tied at 46. 7:07 to go. Unless some team them later, we could come down to the wire again. Here's Atua, nice move. He'll step back, gets more off his feet, but can't get the shot off. 9 to shoot. Here's Debity. Debity drives in the lane, dishes off to Awatula, puts it up, blocked by Layson. Debity picks it up, jump hook, good. Blake Debity coming alive here in the second half. He's up to 7 points. And we're tied at 48. 6 minutes to go. Jaden Perkins. Tight defense by Bell. Gets around him. Puts it up. Blocked away by Debity, but he draws contact. Nice sportsmanship there by Debity to help him up. We'll see who the foul was against. It's his 4th foul. So one of Calhoun's best one of Heritage's best three-point shooters is now 1 foul away from sitting for the rest of this game as Jaden Perkins goes to the line for the Jackets. First shot up and in. First 2 free throws for Perkins on the night. He makes the first one. That's his 10th point of the game. Calhoun gets the roll. 50-48. Calhoun by 2. 5:53 left. Blake Debity. Dribbling up court. Picked up by Hammett. Now over to Awatula. Picked up by Perkins. Awatula coming off the screen. Over to Debity. Wide open. 3-pointer. Good! The big man, Blake Debity, with a 3-pointer. Heritage 51-50. Under 5:30 to play. Hawkins, guarded by Summers. Hawkins spins in the lane. Dishes down low to Layson. And we're going to call a foul on the floor. I'm sure that's going to be on Blake Debity. Or, actually, they're calling on Summers. I didn't see the contact with Summers. I thought I saw contact on Debity, but second foul on Summers. Now here's Hawkins trying to get by Summers. Can't do it. 14 on the shot clock. Hawkins now, top of the key, 10 on the shot clock. He'll launch a 3 off the back rim, no good. Debity with the rebound. Quickly out to Lowry. Lowry's going to drive all the way and puts it up, no good. Rebound Layson, and he's fouled on the rebound. And we'll see who this belongs to. That's going to be on Caden Lowry, his 3rd foul. So 2 of Heritage's better shooters are starting to get in a little bit of foul trouble here. Bell already with 4, Lowry now with 3. And Height's going to come back in and give Debity a blow. Debity with 10 points here in the second half. And they're going to need him down the stretch. Here's Jackson Moore launching a 3 in and out, no good. Layson pulls down the rebound, and there's going to be a foul called on the floor. So I'm not sure if they called the foul. It might have just been out of bounds. Hawkins in the corner with a big 3-pointer. Hawkins with a nice catch and shoot, and Calhoun regains the lead, 53-51, 4:20 left. And now an offensive foul. Got Thacker on the screen. Second foul on Thacker. And now a little jawing going on. The referee doing a good job diffusing that situation real quick. So timeout on the floor. 4:20 left to go. Calhoun 53, Heritage 51. These two teams have already played two pretty close games in the regular season. Calhoun won the first one by 4 up at Heritage. They came back down here and picked up a 15-point win, Calhoun did, just about 10 days ago. Winner of this game going to be the region champion, going to get a top 8 seed in the Class 3A state playoffs. Going to get at least 2 home games once the state tournament starts, assuming they win their first one. Calhoun was 20-2 coming in this game, so look, you would think they're probably set for a home game even if they were to lose. Heritage at 17-7 might be a more iffy proposition whether or not they would get a top 16 seed for at least one home game, but we'll find out when the brackets are released on Sunday. Right now, there's still business to take care of. 4 minutes, 10 seconds left. Calhoun with a 2-point lead. Jackson Moore over in the corner for Blake Hammett. He'll drive baseline, up and under. Deputy blocked. Layson puts it up and in. So Parks Layson with the basket. Now here's Perkins picking up Awatua. He'll come across. Deputy wide open, trailing on the 3, no good. Rebound comes down to Hawkins. Hawkins over to Layson, 2-on-1. He'll drive in, puts it up with the left hand, good. 4 quick points by Layson, and it's 57-51. 3:30 to go. Calhoun with its biggest lead since the first quarter. Heritage needs an answer right. Summers gets Hammett in the air, can't shoot, now over to Lowry. 9 on the shot clock. Gets a screen, no good. Summers with the rebound. Shot clock's running down, ball did not hit the rim. Summers gets the shot off. Now Deputy tracks it down. Shot clock resets, Lowry hits a 3. Great awareness right there by Deputy. It's like Calhoun just kind of gave up on the play. Deputy was able to get the rebound, get it out to Lowry with a big 3-pointer, and it's 57-54. Jackets at the 3-point lead. Here's Jaden Perkins launching a 3-pointer. No good. Layson looked like he went over the back, didn't call it. Tips it back out to Hawkins. Heritage fans wanted a foul called. They don't get one. Calhoun resets with Hawkins. In the corner, Blake Hammett's going to put up a 3. Off the front, no good. Rebound, tips around, comes out to Layson. He'll put it back up. Hawkins for 3. Huge 3-pointer by Trace Hawkins, the region player of the year. 60-54. Calhoun by 6, 2 minutes to go. Lowry, nice spin move up and then no good. Reverse layup, in trouble, goes up and the foul hits hard on the ground. Lowry's going to take a second. Looks like he probably had the wind knocked out of him. He hit the ground hard on that one. Now Lowry having to be kind of calmed down by the officials. He took a lot of contact there under the basket. But he'll go to the free throw line. First shot up and good. Unofficially 20 points for Caden Lowry so far tonight. Awatua comes out of the ball game. Bell checks back in. Bell with 4 fouls. Have to be careful on defense as Lowry makes the second shot. So 60-56. Jackets by 4. 1:45 to go. Hawkins in the corner. Hammett knocked away briefly by Lowry. Now he'll kick it all the way over to Perkins. Perkins goes up and in. Count the basket and the foul, and that's going to be the 5th foul on Cooper Bell, I'm pretty sure. Perkins made a nice move to the basket. Great body control. Looks like he might even switch hands. Well, wait a minute. At first they counted the basket. Now we got one official say not to count the basket. And now we got a technical call on somebody. So we're gonna have to sort this out. Looks like there's a technical foul called on Heritage. Not sure who it was on. But Jaden Perkins is going to go to the free throw line. He's going to miss the first technical. Okay, so reverse that. Okay, so actually, okay. Okay, now I think we finally got it figured out here. So the free throw by Perkins was at the end of the three-point play. They did count the basket. Calhoun was actually called for a technical foul because Heritage is about to go to the free throw line. So Heritage will get 2 free throws and the ball when play resumes after this timeout. 62-56. Heritage trailing by 6, 1:34 to go. Like I said, not exactly sure who the technical foul was on, but it has been kind of chippy for a while, and both players on both sides have been making themselves pretty vocal about the physicality of the game. And I think the referees have probably heard enough. So Caden Lowry is going to go to the free throw line. And these, I assume, are the technical fouls. So Lowry with a chance to cut into the 6-point lead. First shot up, rattles in and out, no good. Lowry's going to get a second shot, and then Heritage should get the ball back. That shot's good. So Lowry makes 1 of 2. It's a 5-point Calhoun lead, 62-57, 1:34 to play. Coming down to the wire here in this Region 7 AAA Boys Tournament Championship game. Lowry gets it inbound to Debity, over to Thacker. Over top, Summers. Puts it up, three-pointer in and out, no good. Hammett tracks down the long rebound. We'll see when Heritage starts the foul, and it looks like it's going to be right now. So Awatula will pick up his third foul. They're already in the bonus, so we're going to send Blake Hammett to the line. Hammett has shot 2 free throws tonight. He's made 1 of 2. Apart from Hawkins, nobody else for Calhoun has really shot free throws well tonight at all. But Hammett makes the first one. (63-57). Hammett will shoot again. Second shot up, good. Kind of a jerky shooting motion there, like he just threw it up, but it got it to fall. 64-57. Heritage down 7. Needs something to happen quick. Here's Lowry. Nice move, spins baseline, but it gets knocked away. And now Calhoun with a 2-on-2 fast break, and Moore is just going to pull it out. Back up to Hammett, over to Hawkins, and they're going to run a little clock. Minute to go. The Calhoun fans say consensus as Hawkins draws a foul on Summers. That's Summers' third foul. And so Trace Hawkins, the Calhoun sophomore, the 7 AAA player of the year, headed to the free throw line. Matter of fact, the Calhoun student section is already starting to sing a little bit. 55.3 seconds to go. Perkins will get 2. First shot up and good. Hawkins hoping to add to the lead. They lead by 8. Second shot up, in and out, no good. 50 seconds to go. Here's Lowry. And now Stoker, Coach David Stoker, is going to call a timeout. So it's going to be a full timeout. Stoker seemed to be displeased with something and let the referee know about it. Seems to be a trend tonight. It's been a physical contest from the start. If you're just joining us, first of all, where have you been? Calhoun gets out to an 11-2 lead, 9 quick points from Region Player of the Year Trace Hawkins. But Heritage Generals go on a 15-4 run to end the first quarter, take a 2-point lead. They go up by as many as 8 in the second quarter before taking a 35-30 lead into halftime. Third quarter, Calhoun comes out, outscores Heritage 16-9 to go in front 46-44. Third quarter had 5 lead changes, and 1 tie. And we were tied again here late, but Calhoun is starting to pull away. The lead is back to 8. Here's Deputy, long 3-pointer, no good, rebound Hammett. And we'll see if the foul comes, and there it is. Landon Summers, that'll be his 4th, and Blake Hammett will go to the line. 40.6 seconds to go, 8-point lead. And 2 free throws here would put the Jackets up by 10, which would be their biggest lead of the ballgame. And you got to think, 10 points with 40 seconds to go might just seal the region title for the Calhoun Yellow Jackets. Hammett's first shot up. Hammett's made 3 of 4 free throws tonight. Kind of an unorthodox shooting style, but hey, whatever works. Second shot, rattles around and in. So Hammett's 4 of 5 at the free throw line. The lead is 10 with 37 seconds left. Lowry puts up a 3-pointer. Off the back of the rim, no good. Chase bound by Thacker. Thacker out to Lowry. Lowry's going to drive to the corner. Now he's going to turn around and shoot another shot, and he's going to draw a foul by Jackson Moore. That's going to be Moore's first foul. More importantly, it's going to give Heritage 3 free throws. So a chance at 3 points with no time off the clock, but there's only 24.3 seconds to go. And Heritage is down 10. Lowry, first shot, good. Lowry, the leading scorer for the Generals tonight, as he has been several times this season. Lowry eyes the second shot, no good. So Beckham Dyer comes into the game, replacing Deputy. Jaden Perkins comes in for Parks Lacey. So Lowry, who was fouled on the 3-pointer, puts up the third shot, gets it to fall. 67-59, 23 seconds left, and there's the foul by Dyer. Beckham Dyer's second foul of the night. And now Trace Hawkins will go to the line. 24 points already tonight. And 2 more points right here would just about seal it. First shot up, good. So Blake Deputy back into the ball game. Hawkins now, chance to put his team back up 10. And for all practical purposes, sealed the win. Can't do it. Rattles off the rim, no good. Thacker the rebound. Here's Awatula now. Awatula. Over to Deputy, but he loses the handle, and now they're going to foul Hawkins. I think it's on, yeah, it looks like the foul's going to be on Lowry. That's his fourth. And Trace Hawkins step to the line with his team up 68-59, just 12 seconds left. And Calhoun is going to be your Region 7 AAA champions. Hawkins with the first. Now Moore's going to come out of the game. Hammett's going to come out of the game. And now walking to the scorer's table is Joe Dutton, the senior. And the student section shows its approval. They were cheering to get Joe in the game. He's a senior. Hawkins' second free throw is good. What a game by Trace Hawkins. If there's any wonder why he was the player of the year in the region, he answered it tonight. 70-59, 12 seconds left. Lowry is going to take it strong to the basket. And it's going to be knocked away by number 14, Cameron Jackson. He's also a senior. So a couple of the senior reserves getting into the game here for the Jackets. 8.4 to go. Heritage down 11. So a valiant effort by the Generals tonight, just could not close it out. And the Jackets showed why they're state ranked and the number one team in the region. As the final shot misses, the Calhoun Yellow Jackets with a 70-59 win over the Heritage Generals, and the Jackets will claim the Region 7 3A region title. Both teams are going to shake hands after a hard-fought game. And both teams are going to be moving on to the state tournament. Calhoun definitely will be hosting the first round at home, most likely the second round at home too. For the Generals, we'll wait and see. It all depends on where the brackets shake out on Sunday afternoon, late Sunday afternoon. We expect the Generals will be in a fight to get a top 16 seed. It's going to be close either way, but we'll see what happens. Those games should be coming up on this coming Wednesday, February 27th. So we'll have the trophy presentation as the Calhoun team celebrates with the student section. But we're going to go ahead and sign off for now. You've been watching the Region 7 AAA Boys Region Basketball Tournament here